greetings. My name, actually, I'm going to introduce this one and she can introduce moi.
I like
Okay.
that.
Okay, I do too.
Mhm.
So, this is Brianna Williams, and she is awesome. She is a reigning queen in many, many titles. She has a current state title. She is a pageant consultant. She is a national speaker with We organization. She has worked for the Girl Scouts and Girls Inc. and organizations that serve individuals who are homeless. And we've known each other now like 7 years, I
7 years.
think. And Brianna just has a heart for social justice,
Mhm.
self-esteem,
Mhm.
empowerment specifically of women, social justice for Black people, and she has some cool projects that are coming up. Me too, me too. Some
Slow
projects
raise.
coming up, and so she is awesome. And this is just a little bit about this woman right here.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Hmm.
Allow me to reintroduce this doc.
My name is.
Okay. See that right there. You will not find another professor, mentor, trainer, speaker, author, aunt, friend, sister, just all around. Yeah, Millie rockin' champion right here. But no, seriously, you won't find another person with all of those titles. That's just down to earth and silly and goofy. So all the things that I mentioned, of course, true. This beautiful woman right here, trainer, facilitator, renowned, excuse me, renowned. She's renowned and renowned. Okay, that was she's a teacher, not me. Renowned professor. Oh my gosh, mentor. You will get sessionized anywhere, and those of you that have been sessionized, you know what I mean. But her heart and her spirit, when it comes to helping people heal, providing hope. I almost forgot the purpose. Is that the other? Healing, hope, and purpose, and not just fulfilling her own purpose, but like helping you, like just reach, helping you or anyone just reach their potential and help them pursue the things that they're passionate about. So reading off all the like naming all those titles, she's not impressed by that. That those are things that yeah, there's a title attached to it, but it's about the heart, it's about the work, it's about the people. And definitely this woman of God right here and everything that she's doing, she's making sure that he's getting the glory. And that's an amazing um, example to have. And that's just, I mean, example to have, like, not just for me. I'm being selfish when I'm thinking about example for me, but all of y'all too. All of y'all need this example too. But that's Doc right there. Oh, I love it. This sound like Ariel
I
from
know.
Mermaid, Little Mermaid.
Thankfully.
That's what it
It
was.
was. Oh my goodness. Come back. Come. So,
Mhm.
thank you for that. You know what I think would be really cool to talk about briefly is since a
Mhm.
lot of people, if they know our relationship, they know that one of the titles in our relationship is mentor. And just one, because we're friends as
Mhm.
well. But would you share how we met? Because I have been a mentor for a long time, and it is one of my favorite titles in life. People know that I am an aunt and all those other things Brianna shared, but mentor is one of my top four favorite titles in life, and I take it so seriously. And I'm someone who does not have biological children, and I consider myself to be an older sister to a lot of people because regardless of your age, you still need support. And I am
Mhm.
so thankful that the Lord has used me or called me to play some type of supportive role in the lives of many people. And I have mentors myself. So I'm going to share how I met mine, and I would like for Brianna to share how she met me. And she has two awesome mentors. So me and shout out Mama Net, but really some cool women who are supporting her. So if you're not sure how to get a mentor, listen up because this is not the only story. So other women I mentor have similar stories. So
All right, the laughter is because I was very assertive
no,
in
what
my
were you gonna say at first?
I was gonna say aggressive,
Say that.
aggressive in my pursuit of not just a mentor, but this woman to be my mentor. I had mentors in the past. I never actually had an official for real mentor that was a woman, and so I went to this expo and watched. it's like the very beginning, and it was an expo for youth girls. I was working at the Boys and Girls Club, brought some teens with me. And I'm like, all right, y'all, we're going to go to this empowerment expo. It's going to be great. Y'all are going to get everything you need. Sitting there, this woman comes out. She's making jokes. She captivated me with her voice. We danced a little bit, and I was like, can I go to the sessions like the girls? And they told me no, wasn't for me. So I hung out in there, saw some vendors, met other people, but I was just led to just reach out to her, and I remembered pieces of her story that I felt like I could relate to. So I got on Facebook and I researched Dr. Kristen Guillory, and through that research, I contacted her. I think it was more than once because see, I contacted her more than once. But I found and I contacted her, and then I contacted her again. I don't know if there was another email or what. Some people like to use that S word. That's actually a real problem of stalking. I didn't stalk her. Okay, I just want to let that be known. I was aggressive in my pursuit of a mentor. See, I was self-advocating, is what we would say.
Oh.
So I self-advocated with you quite a few times to make sure that you can become my mentor. And it was one of the best things I've done. That was 7 years ago, and I'm just like, wow, just from those 7 years, just I always thought that having a mentor looked like having someone that just pretty much told you what to do, and they were a role model. And over the 7 years, I've been pushed and encouraged to step out, like to step out and try things outside of my comfort zone, outside of my little box. And a lot of times she doesn't tell me what to do. Like sometimes I know she said when she's like, no, you need to do that. And I'm like, yeah, And I'm like, okay. Yeah. But for the most part it's a lot of leading, and then yeah, that's and I'm just enjoying it. I've enjoyed watching our relationship grow. Like she said, she's a sister. She's also like she's kind of like a mama to me too, because anybody that wants to pursue me or that upsets me, you may have to answer to sister, mama, auntie, mentor. I don't know. You may have to.
Not me, you will.
You will. And then I have another mentor. I'm greeting. Okay. I need a lot of encouragement and love. So I have another mentor. Her name is Nanette Watts, and I love Mama Net. I met her the exact same year, actually. The exact same year. I'm just thinking about this. 2010 was a very good year. But oh wow, I just remember what the real song was. Okay, anyway, it was an amazing year. We don't need to say it out loud. No, y'all know what it was.
Just kidding. I didn't dance to it.
I didn't either, Mama. But I met her same time through pageantry, and it was another thing of having another person, another woman in my life that I could go to and talk, and I could get that lovely, beautiful time. But then also someone that was going to hold me accountable and check me and be like, no, what you're doing isn't reflective of who you are and who you could be. So that's my little bit.
That's awesome. And so a great thing about Brianna is that she's open to the encouragement, and you're open to the pushing, and in any type of helping relationship where you really are trying to get involved in somebody's life, you're not going to like them the whole time. There have been times that she has not liked me, and that's okay because what I was trying to do was help her. I knew that we've had that's what we gonna do right now. Really, we've had that once.
It happened.
And that's okay. Like that's okay, and I don't think it could be any other way knowing somebody 7 years. And so anybody who I consider to be someone I've mentored for a long time, that's how I got started. Like they were intentional about contacting me more than once. And just kind of stayed around, and I appreciate that. Like there's a young lady I'm mentoring in Indiana who met me at an event, said I would love for you to mentor me, and I said you need to send me an email with this information. She sent it within 5 hours. It was great, and we had that conversation. She's following up with me. So I myself have a couple of mentors, and my very first one years ago informed me of a little bit of what she does, and from that I literally was like, if there's any way I can help you, let me know. And from that point, she at that for real could have told me to rub dirt on my face, and I would have, because that's how much I trusted her. And she's really the true chair of my dissertation. Behind the scenes, she did so much for me. opened so many doors for me. And I have some other mentors, another woman who said that she wants to leave a legacy, and her being able to help me in some way is helping her to leave a legacy. And I was like, can I do anything for you though? And she said, no, let me just support you. Another
Oh.
mentor of mine is like, you support me just as much as I support you. And so I just think we as women need that. We need to lift as we climb. There's no success that I've had that is just mine. Like a project that this lovely woman and I are working on, we'll share later, but it's a project where we are partnering. It's not something that's mine and she's working with me. We're partnering because as a mentor, I think that's important to leave a legacy and say, now you've worked with me and you've served with me. Now you can come alongside me and do this work. So I think this was just, we didn't even plan on talking about mentoring or anything, but
Yeah.
this might be what we leave you. So for those of you who are looking for a mentor, send a message more than once, be intentional about it, know what you're looking for, know why you want them to be your mentor. I have a woman reach out to me and she said, I've never seen a Black woman like you. You're confident, you know what you're doing, you're young, you're silly. And I responded and I said, well, I'm confident most of the time, but there are sometimes I'm not, and I'm flawed. And is that okay? Because I'm not, no, I'm not going to hide any masks anymore. And she was like, oh my gosh, it makes me feel much better. So just be intentional about reaching out to this person and telling them what you need. My formula of being a mentor is different from other people's because I believe in being um, a mentor for all parts of your life. So
Oh
me,
yes.
I am.
Oh yes. I'm sorry. But
So
she means that. She's not just gonna say like background in social work, background in social work. We're just only gonna talk about social work.
no, that's me, and I'm not saying the way I work is the best way. But I do life checks.
Yeah.
And so if you say, oh, so I had a meeting, a woman saw me, I was emceeing a campaign kickoff for a friend of mine, and a woman was there. Oh my gosh, I've never seen somebody work the room like you work. Can we meet? We met. I said, yeah, we're going to go boxing. And she was like, okay. So we boxed, we went to dinner, and we just talked life. And she was like, this was the most amazing meeting, but can I ask you a question? I had like 13 questions I wrote for you. And I said, sure, you can ask that, but I do live. So a lot of people have gone Zumba with me, and then we go talk live afterwards. That's a big thing of mine. But that's my formula that I like. That's my formula that I like. And so just encouraging those of you looking for a mentor. And the final encouragement that I'm going to pass it back in this is those of you who are mentors, please keep in mind that you don't know everything. Please keep in mind that you don't have to know everything. Please keep in mind you don't have to be what you think a mentor should look like and sound like and act like. Just know that you want to support, but also know that if you're someone's mentor, that you do need to make sure that your actions fit your words. So you can't tell someone, for example, you don't need to be having sex, and the mentor is having sex and you're not married if that's what you believe in. That doesn't work. Watch your mouth, but you're using inappropriate language. Or be honest. You know what, I'm telling you not to curse, but sometimes I do. So mentors, be transparent with your mentees. Tell them some of your struggles at times so they know that it's okay if they struggle because they might put you on a pedestal. I know I've been on a pedestal and that's okay, but be real with them. So with that, any other mentoring tips from you? Because you mentor as well, which is so awesome. But any tips for you for those who are mentors or looking for one?
You know, I'll just ditto to everything that you said. The transparent piece, the being very intentional when you are a mentor, um, being very intentional with what you're doing, the activities, what you're talking about. Not to say that everything has to be scripted, like even your fun,
Yeah.
but just really thinking about what is it that this person has shared with me that they need. What does support look like for this person, and following through with that to make the most of your time, because we have friends to hang out with.
Yeah.
But the mentor relationship is so special because for me,
Mhm.
it feels like it's the culmination of that friendship bond, role model, and just a partner in this work that we're doing and a partner in this world. So just those things, and stay encouraged if you have someone in your mind that you think you really want them to be your mentor and they share with you that they can't, or maybe they're not in that role, that capacity. Don't be discouraged.
Yeah.
Continue your search, and don't take that as them meaning that there being something wrong with you. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. We have to recognize also that we're all people, and sometimes we fit a little differently with others. So just stay encouraged in that aspect. when you're looking, and maybe if you are a mentor and you're wondering, oh, I'm not making any impact with my mentee. I don't feel like they're listening or
Yeah.
getting me. Um, Having that conversation and recognizing again, like what's your why for being a mentor? What does your mentee need? What type of support do they want? And finding a way to meet and compromise so that you're both benefiting in the relationship, and not just the two of you, but that the combination of you two is making some kind of great impact. So it's the only thing, and then everything that you see it.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. Oh, and mentees, it's okay to
Mm.
offer suggestions to your mentors.
Yeah, you know
Do
what?
that, or ask the mentor, hey, are you open to me making a suggestion? Because as great as us mentors think we are, we still have blind spots. So all that to say, both parties have to invest in the relationship. So this is not a one-sided thing. She reaches out to me, and sometimes she'll reach out to me just to check on me. Hey, Dr. G, just checking on you. How are you doing? Or she always brings me gummy bears and we get together.
And she always makes me go work out with her. So I bring the sugar, she burn the sugar. See how they fit together? Yeah. No? Okay.
All right. Thanks for watching.